Meal's early. All right. Well, let's try this out and see how it works, shall we? So, I'm on my way to work, and I really don't have much time to YouTube or to video my journey, so I figured if I do it in my car, it would go a lot easier. My name's Charlene. I started my lap band journey 2 weeks ago. I didn't do a first week because, to be completely honest, I was in a lot of pain. I had a very severe hiatal hernia, and the lap band and the gas pain was just unbearable. I mean, I thought the incisions would hurt, which they really didn't. I was a little uncomfortable and a little sore, but the gas pain in my neck and my shoulder just would bring tears to my eyes. I'm 2 weeks into it, and it's just started to fade. I still get it every once in a while in my shoulder, and it kind of feels like it's in my neck, but it's really in my shoulder. And that was the worst part of the whole entire situation. So I started my lap band journey. I was 246 pounds. This is the first time I've ever said that to anybody. I went on my pre-op diet. I went into surgery at 235 pounds. Surgery was 2 weeks ago. I am now 230.4 pounds, which is basically a 4.5 pound loss in 2 weeks. Now, I don't know if that's normal, but it seems kind of small to me. We'll see though. I've had a really hard time on the liquid diet. I went to my doctor's yesterday. I see Dr. Oliak in Orange County, and I went to a nutrition class. He told me that I can now go to soft foods, which really makes me happy because those shakes were just grossing me out after a while. I used to like them, but 2 weeks of having nothing but shakes, not the funnest. So I did start eating about a week ago cottage cheese. I tried to do some really soft things so that it gave me some type of food instead of just those shakes. But I didn't want to stress out my band too much because I worry now that I had that hernia that I could put it out of place or anything like that. I wasn't scared before, but after him saying it was one of the largest hiatal hernias he's ever seen, and it was really, really bad, that I should probably be very careful so that I don't do anything to damage my lap band. So I'm on my way to work right now, but I wanted to kind of give an update about how it is, what's going on, and I really wanted to keep a record for myself so that I could see it. I honestly don't even know if I'm going to post this because, well, I'm a little shy about talking about my weight. Not about other things, but about my weight. I've always been a little bit shy and self-conscious, and it gives me a lot of anxiety. I've never told anybody my weight. My husband still to this day doesn't know how much I weigh. He's never known how much I weigh. So I kind of just keep it hidden. Normally 246 pounds is my highest weight ever. I'm normally around 220, which is still quite high. I went down to about 203 pounds, and I couldn't get past the 203 pounds, so I started getting lazy and complacent, and I started ballooning. I looked into the lap band at 215 pounds, and I wasn't eligible. My BMI was like 10 pounds away. So I said, oh, all right, well, I can gain 10 pounds really quick. My insurance started over in January anyways, and I was like, okay, I have 2 months, I'm gonna gain 10 pounds, I'll lose it real quick because I'm there. I went from 215 pounds to 246 pounds in 2.5 months just by not paying attention to what I was eating, and I didn't realize I was gaining that quickly. My clothes still are all the same size, but they were getting tighter, and I figured that was just the 10 pounds, and when I got on that scale, let me tell you, I was shocked. I thought I would be around 230, which was right above to where the requirement would have been for my height, but I was a lot higher. So that extra 15 pounds or 16 pounds was just excruciating, and trying to get it off. So I got a lot of it off. I got 10 of it off before I went into surgery, and now I'm down to 5 pounds. So I'm really hoping that I can continue this journey and I'll see success on the scale. Yesterday, I barely ate, and I got on the scale this morning and I was the same. And I know that the scale is going to fluctuate, and I know that I shouldn't get on the scale every day, But when you're looking at it, it's kind of, you know, you want it to go down and you want it to go down now. I'm lucky I don't get on the scale 5 times a day. I would if I, you know, had one at work. And I would go. So I had my lap band surgery on a Wednesday. I was off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I had the weekend off, which is Saturday and Sunday. I went back to work on that Monday. Going back to work was okay. I will say I do have a desk job. I work at a very large company, and we have about 6 huge buildings. We call it the campus. I did not realize how much I walked around the campus until I was sore, because when you're doing it throughout the day, you don't pay that much attention to it. So the first day was hard. I mean, I was tired. My incisions were uncomfortable. I went home and was just, I need to go to sleep. The first week was pretty much like that, to be completely honest. It started getting better on Thursday and Friday. But the first week, it took a lot out of me. When I did have my surgery, I paid a lot of attention to make sure I was walking. After surgery, the nurse was pretty shocked because she said, oh, walk to this door. And I didn't realize what door she said, so I walked down the whole aisle. She was like, oh, well, that's nice. So I really continued to try to walk, and I went around the up and down our little cul-de-sac that we have. I went to go get one of my friends a birthday present. I went shopping a little bit 2 days after. Not a long time, and let me tell you that half an hour of being at a store and walking around did me in. But I went out there and I kind of did it just to make sure that I was getting a little bit of exercise. It's just important. I really need to get my body into that. I talked to my surgeon yesterday, and he told me that I still couldn't exercise. I have to wait till at least 4 weeks, if not 6, and he wants to check it. My incisions are doing really, really well. Maybe if I have the courage to show a picture one day, I will. But you can almost barely see them. They're almost completely healed. My port you can still see, but you can tell that it's healing really well, and it's almost gone. So I'm really hoping that they don't scar. I don't know, they might. I know a couple of them won't, because they're already almost completely gone and you can't even tell. The port one might scar a little bit, but I'm not sure, because it looks really well, and that surprises me because I scar very, very easy. I have dogs. I have 2 Siberian Huskies, and I still, from 2.5 years ago, when my dog was 6 months old and he was a puppy, he launched off my leg to jump off, and well, I still have that scar. And it was just a scratch from his claw, and I still have it down my thigh. So I scar quite easy. We'll see how it goes, though. I'm going to go this weekend. I'm going to get some vitamin E, because I've heard that that's really good. I really would love to know what pills that I can take. I found some like Aleve gel caps and stuff like that, so I have to ask my doctor about it. I really forgot to ask him today. But I have a severe caffeine addiction, and if I don't have coffee, I do get headaches sometimes. So I would really like to know if I can use those or if I cannot use those. We'll see how it goes, though. I think that I'll be doing my YouTube videos in my car. I know I was very curious, or if I don't post some of my videos to myself, how in the heck are people doing all these videos? What kind of camera are they using? What are they doing? So I got one of those, you know, those cell phone holders that you put on your window? I got a universal one because I have a custom one for my phones. But I got a universal one, and I put my my Casio little slim white camera there, and that's how I'm doing these, because I have a webcam on my computer already, but for some reason the angle kind of angles like this, and it's really hard to see. I was trying it, but it doesn't work very well. So if you're curious like I was, then this is what I'm using, because that's what I was really curious about, and I couldn't find anybody talking about what they were using to do their videos. So yeah, I am 4.5 pounds down, and I am excited about that. I am hoping by the time I go back to my doctor, which is in another 2 weeks, I might get a fill. I'm not sure. I really don't care about, you know, I need fills. I'm not trying to race to get fills. As long as I'm not hungry, I don't have that like hunger sensation.